All right, just take some time to settle. Have the legs long if that feels okay. And if there's any problems with the lower back, then bend the knees. And just as you take this time to settle, drop into the back of the body. Feel the support underneath the back body. Just take some time to notice any gripping in the muscles and allow everything to soften. Notice any tightness around the eyes, jaw. Just allow the feet to flop out to the sides. Have the palms facing uppermost with the fingers relaxed. And the arms a little away from the body. And really feeling that support. And the eyes lightly closed if that feels okay. A sense of going within. And then bringing the awareness to the breath, noticing the breath. And when we bring the attention to the breath, there's a sense of presence in the mind. The mind becomes alert, more alert and focused. Just allow the breath to flow freely. Maybe taking a moment to notice any areas that might feel restricted, tight, and allow them to soften. And beginning to invite the breath down into the belly. And allowing the belly to receive the breath. And then we'll take 3 long out breaths. A real sighing breath out through the mouth. There's a sense of release. So we inhale through the nose and there's a hey. Try some more in this way. Hey. And when we lengthen the breath in this way, we have that release. And that release allows the in-breath to be a breath of renewal. So with yoga, we have this participation in life. Participating in the in-breath and the out-breath. The renewal of all the cells in the body. And that sense of release as you breathe out. And the Ujjayi control of the throat, where we close the throat slightly and the tongue sits on the roof of the mouth. For those that are comfortable with Ujjayi, ocean breath. Slows the breath even further. And as the breath slows down, the mind too begins to slow down. So there's a real sense of embodiment. There's a real sense of the breath being in the body. So to begin with, we'll include the movement of the arms. So we bring the arms down beside us with the palms facing innermost. And very simply, as you breathe in, raise the arms up with the palms facing each other and take them back overhead with the palms facing up towards the ceiling and the backs of the hands on the mat. And then pause there. And then exhale to return the arms back down beside the body. And then there's a pause at the end of the out-breath. And just notice how it feels to move the arms in this way. Maybe noticing at the end of the out-breath how the navel draws towards the spine. Again, breathing out any resistance, any holding on. Let's take one more round in this way. And then we'll repeat that, but this time with the knees bent. So plant the feet on the mat. And at the end of the out-breath, more noticeable now how the navel comes towards the spine. So the inhalation, pause at the end of the inhale, opening the chest, the exhalation, navel comes towards the spine, and maybe even a mula bandha where you draw up through the pelvic floor, locking the breath out. So inhale, pelvis tilts down, back of the waist rises. Exhale, navel draws towards the spine, tailbone lifts, locking the breath out. So there's a real sense of emptying. And we just begin that wake up of the belly as we tilt the pelvis in one direction and in the opposite direction. Just give to the feet lightly, one more round in this way. Stay with the breath. when you've completed that breath, turn the palms back uppermost. And just pause here. Allow the breath to return back into the belly. So we begin to create some energy in the belly. This is our energy center, our sun center, our solar plexus. And then we'll come across the body by taking the right hand underneath the head, just the right hand, so the elbow comes out to the side. And with the left hand, bring the left knee towards you, very gently. And as you breathe in, from the belly, raise the head and bring the right elbow to the left knee, coming across the body. And exhale to lower. Inhale. And exhale. And feel that movement from the belly as you come across. Just opening up the upper back on that right side. Mindful of the neck here. Always leave out the raising of the head. Just one more time in this way. And then release that right hand and bring that right hand onto the left knee. And encourage that left knee towards you. Just gently beginning to open up that hip. And extend the right leg long. Flex both feet. So the toes point towards the head and the back of that right knee drops down. And begin to open up the back of the right knee and then into a gentle twist from here. So placing the left foot on the right leg, left palm down beside you. And it's a very slow process. Just encouraging the left knee over the body. And again, the breath moves in and out of the belly. Using the out breath. Maybe the left ear drops down, again if the neck allows. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Begin to clearing out any blockages in that abdominal area. Good. Take one more breath here. And back into the center. Give that left knee a hug. Notice how the left hip responds, and then gently lower that left leg down. Pause into Shavasana. Just pause there and return. And the breath returns to the belly. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling completely. So again, that sense of release allows that in-breath to renew. And then the other side, so we plant both feet on the mat. Bring the right knee in towards you. Left hand underneath the head. Inhale, exhale, cross the body. And return. Coming up and over from the belly. So the movement comes from the belly, not from the shoulder. So the whole of the body participates in this movement. Rooting down through the left foot. One more round in this way. And then when you release the head, take the left hand onto the right knee. Just gently roll the head from side to side. And then when you center the head, extend the left leg long. Flex both feet. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Using the out breath to encourage the thigh towards the body. Hey, breathing out. Any tightness, Any restrictive areas, just breathe them out, let them go. And then from here into a twist. Is the foot, right foot on the left leg. Use the right hand with the palm down. And that gentle encouragement. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Hey. And again, this begins to wake up that solar plexus, this digestive area. Breathing out from this area. Hey. Just one more breath here. And then back into the center. Bring both knees in towards the chest, into Uttanasana. Hugging both knees towards you. Feel the release in the lower back as you breathe out. And then to create a little bit more fire in the belly, clasp the hands underneath the back of the head or take the arms to the fingers to the side of the head and bring one elbow across to the opposite knee as you extend the opposite leg long. And just working in that way. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Back of the waist drops down. One more round. And when you've completed, back into Uttanasana, bring both knees in towards you. Inhale, bring the head up towards the knees, keeping the back of the neck long. Exhale, return the head down. Pause here, and again just gently roll the head from side to side to ease out the neck. And then center. Soften the arms. Use the out breath to encourage the thighs in towards the belly. Okay. And slowly separate the knees and take the arms through the center and hold the lower legs wherever's comfortable. And just have a sense of using the out breath to encourage that opening. Maybe up quite close to the knees, maybe down by the ankles, whichever feels more comfortable. When you're up close to the knees, it's slightly more stronger. Again, there's that sense of release as you breathe out, which allows that opening. Good. One more breath here. And then use the hands to bring the knees together. Plant the hands down onto the mat with the palms facing down. And slowly allow the legs to extend up towards the ceiling. And encourage the heels to be a little bit higher than the toes. Using the out breath, all about the out breath, all about that sense of release. And then separate the feet just slightly. And take the right foot behind the left foot so they cross. And then return. And in the opposite direction, right foot comes in front. And return. And you may make the legs wider if that feels okay. Keep the back of the waist dropping down. Feel the heat in the belly. This is the energy. This is the fire, the Agni. Okay. And then when you've completed that, bring both knees in towards the chest. Return to Uttanasana. Long out breath. And then drop the feet down for a spinal twist. Take the arms out to shoulder level. Feet together, knees together. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, knees to one side. Head opposite direction. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite way. Long out breath, twisting the body, a sense of release. And just consider the pause, the end of the in-breath and the end of the out-breath. Feel that lengthening through the front of the body as the knees drop down. Again, at the end of the out-breath, notice how the navel draws back towards the spine. So all the stale energy that builds up in the belly, we release through the twist and through the out-breath. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you come back to the center, separate the feet so that they're nice and wide. And dropping both knees to the right side, take the right foot to the outside of the left knee and just encourage that left knee down towards the ground so the left hip begins to rise and there's that sense of opening through the left side of the body. The left ear can drop down if that feels okay. Breathing into the left lung. Using the out-breath and the weight of the right foot. Quality of opening. One more breath here. And then when you center, release the right foot. Just windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. And then when you center, separate the feet and take both knees to the left. And the left foot comes up. Just hooks around the right knee. Just encourages very gently. Just go to a place that feels okay. Notice that length, that opening over the right hip through the right side of the belly. Maybe the right ear drops down. Hey, breathing out. Using the out-breath to release any tightness from the front body. Let's take one more breath here. And then release that left foot. Plant both feet down. Return the arms back down beside you. Just pause here in Upanasana. Return the breath back to the belly. Keep the shoulders soft. Notice the breath. And then the bridge posture, including the arms. So we give to the feet. When the inhalation arrives, we lift the hips, take the arms up and back, Pause at the end of the inhale, root down through the big toe joints, little toe joints, middle of the backs of the heels. And then exhale to return the arms down beside you. And then that pause at the end of the out breath. Inhaling, lifting the hips, lifting the heart, opening up the front body. Pause here. And then exhale, down through the spine, releasing through the tailbone. Again, these backward bends bring energy into the body. Use the ground underneath the feet. Release through the vertebra by vertebra. And you might choose, when you come up, to hold that lift, to maintain that lift if it feels okay. Keep the toes really soft, pressing into the feet, into the ground, to work into that back body. If you choose to come down at any time. One more round in this way. Hold that lift, maintain that lift, allow the breath to be free and easy in the lift. Eyes are soft, jaw soft. And then when you come down, slowly down. And this time bring the knees in towards the chest. Into Uttanasana. Soften the arms, soften the shoulders as you circle the ankles. Spread the toes. Both ways. And then drop the feet down and take some breaths. Again, there's that sense of dropping into the back of the body. The breath returns into the belly. The mind a little more focused now, a little bit more alert. And then either roll up or roll onto your side and come up to sit. So coming to a cross-leg position to start with, and you may need a block here underneath your buttocks. Nice upright spine. And we're going to take both feet to your right side. And we tend to move this underlying foot, the left foot, forward a little way. And you're looking for the right sitting bone to drop down, the left sitting bone to drop down. This is where you might need your blocks. And with that sense of rooting down through the sitting bones, we then raise the arms up, interlace the fingers, lift and open the chest. Then to open up the left side of the body, we very slowly begin to take the right elbow towards the right foot. And there's that sense of opening, that quality of opening down the left side. Keep the knees rooting down. Now, let's take one more breath here. Maybe looking up into the crease of the elbow. And then when you come back, release the hands and take this outside leg and bring it around and plant that foot down. Underlying foot comes forward into Adho Matsyendrasana, so that we just gently encourage that right knee in, the right sitting bone down, and then slowly keeping the gaze at horizon level, begin to turn to look over the shoulder. And the breath into the belly and out from the belly. This hand can move, it's not fixed, so if you need some support, root down through that back hand. Yeah, lovely twist. Keep that right big toe joint rooting down. Soft, empty gaze. Let's take one more breath in. And slowly come out of that. Release the feet. And take them to the other side, the left side. So the right foot's just in front of the left thigh. Back foot can be moved. And then we raise the arms up. So be comfortable. Lift and open the chest. And then to create that quality of opening, down the right side, we bring the left elbow towards the left foot. Keep breathing out. Keep dropping the right knee down. Take one more breath here. And then when you come back, release the hands and take that left foot over the right. And then slowly turn to gaze over the shoulder, modify the back hand. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Hey. Notice how it feels. And then bring that back hand forward. Release the legs. And from here, plant the feet down. Take them a little way apart. And just allow the arms to hang over the legs. And take the breath into the back of the body now. Take the breath into that space between the shoulder blades. Feel that rooting down through the sitting bones. And that sense of opening in the back body. And then from here, come into universal leg, where we take the feet up from the mat and we bring the knees in towards the chest. So there's a real sense now of the sitting bones, rooting down through the sitting bones, and keep that sense of rooting down. Just notice how it feels to come into that kind of egg shape where the forehead comes to meet the knees. And then from here, and this is where you may need your strap around your feet, especially if you've got long legs. But we're just going to hold on to the feet. Maybe just extend one leg long and out, and then back, and then the other leg long, and then back. So we're keeping the sitting bones rooted down. We weave the lower belly in. This is where your strength comes from. And you may just choose to work with both legs in that way, or you might just choose to work with one leg at a time. So the back of the body is nice and strong, the front of the body is very soft, and you're encouraging the heels away from the toes. Good. Breathing into the belly and breathing out from the belly. And then from here, drop the feet down, extend the legs long. Paschimottanasana, inhale, that forward movement, looking up between the hands, exhale, forward bend. And just pause there in your forward bend. Hey. This downward movement of the breath, this outward movement of anything that you no longer wish to hold on to. You breathe it out. You let it go. The knees can be soft if they need to be. No striving or pushing. The belly comes towards the thighs just as they do in Uttanasana. Hey. The backs of the legs, the backs of the knees, nice and wide and open. Take one more breath in. And then from here, bring the hands up. Take them beside the body. Just gently encourage the toes towards you. You get that lovely sense of length up through the back body. Okay. And then from here, swing the legs round. And come on to all fours. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Bring the wrists underneath the shoulders. Have the gaze slightly forward so that we're not dropping the head. So the back of the neck is nice and strong. A little bit of work in the back of the neck. Extend the left leg long and back. Come onto the ball of the left foot. And just encourage that left heel towards the ground. So the toes are tucked under, you're looking forward. And again, there's that opening up in the back of the knee. So a lot of our lymphatic fluid gets blocked at the back of the knees. So this is working on that sense of fluidity through the body. And then we're going to raise the right arm up. So we root down through the left hand. Again, from the belly, we inhale, raise the right arm up, and exhale to lower. Go again, inhale up. Tops of the thighs come together and lower. Inhale up, open. And lower. One more time, inhale up. And lower. Bring that left knee back. Take a cat movement, inhale. Exhale. And then back into tabletop, press into the hands, gazes forward. Drop the shoulder blades down the back body. Take the right leg back. Tuck the toes under. Encourage that heel down towards the ground. Hey, keep breathing out any tightness. And then to raise the left arm up, root down through the right hand. Inhale from the belly. And exhale to lower. Inhale up. And lower. Each time maybe opening a little bit wider. This time when you bring the hand down, return that right knee. Come into quarter dog, where we bring the right forearm down in front of the chest. And we creep the left fingers forward and keep the thighs nice and upright. And just begin to lower the chest down as you gaze forward. Thighs are upright. And you're looking towards that front hand. Okay. And you get that little bit of a backward bend. And in the other way, bring that left hand in front of the chest, creep the right fingers forward. You can always come up onto the tips of the fingers. A little bit more opening down the right side. Keeping the thighs upright. Separate the sitting bones. Good. And then slowly back. And come into, send the knees nice and wide, bring the big toes together. Allow the arms to be soft and relaxed. Bring the forehead down. Return to the breath. The breath's calm and steady. And then come from here, come back onto all fours. And turn the hands in towards each other so that the middle fingers face each other. Keeping the thighs upright to begin with, just slowly soften the elbows, lower the chest and the chin as you gaze forward. And then we use the in-breath to come back up. So we come down on an out-breath. And we use the in-breath to come up. So we're strengthening the upper body one more time, down. And in-breath up. And then take the left leg back. Allow the left leg to float up in line with the back body. This time as we come down, the leg comes up. So we're looking forward. Deep inhale, press into the hands to come up. Exhale down. And inhale up. Final time on this side, exhale down. And inhale up. Keep the hands where they are. Take the right leg back. Allow the right leg to float up. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, press into the hands to come up. Twice more. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale up. Final time. Exhale. Inhale up. Good. Return the right knee. Again, have the hands facing forward. Long arm child pose. Bring the forehead down. Take some breaths. Relax the arms. Breathing out, long out breath, sense of release. Hey, softening as you release. And then come back onto all fours. Cat movement with pauses, so we inhale. And if you're protecting the neck, don't take the head too far back. Collarbones nice and wide. And breathing out. Chinning towards the chest, navel draws towards the spine. Creating flexibility through the back body. One more round in this way. And then from here, when you return to your tabletop, come into the forearm cat. So come down onto your forearms. Make sure they're not too close together. So you've got that lovely sense of wideness through the collarbones. And again, forearm cat. So we inhale. And we exhale. Inhale. Notice how it feels. One more round in this way. And when you've completed your round, have your gaze forward, just slightly forward. And we're going to come from here into forearm plank. So we take the right leg back with the toes tucked under. And the left leg back with the toes tucked under. And the plank works on the whole of the body. And we gently give to the forearms. We weave the lower belly in. Good. If you're working more strong, you raise one leg up and lower. Opposite leg up and lower. And then slowly lower the front of the body down into Sphinx and release the toes. Modify the arms if you need to. Gentler version is the hands come forward. Stronger version, elbows underneath shoulders. Toenails facing down. Okay. From here, from the tailbone, begin to turn to gaze over the right shoulder as if you were looking back at the right foot. This works into the lower back and then center. And then the other side from the tailbone. Keep using the out breath. And then center. From here, back into long arm child pose. So give to the hands. Come up onto the knees. Again, send the knees wide. Forehead down. Roll over the forehead, which wakes up the sinuses, clears out the sinuses, and then pause in the center. Just allow the breath to become nice and steady. You may notice that the mind's become a little bit more focused now, a little bit more alert. And then from here, we come into our downward dog. So again, we press into the hands, we tuck the toes under, we begin to lift the knees. Head comes between the arms. Let go of the head, yes, no with the head to release the neck. Maybe soften one knee, extend the opposite heel down. Soften the opposite knee, extend the opposite heel down. Yeah. And then from here we're coming into our cat dog vinyasa. Very simply, we drop the knees down. Release the toes. Inhale, collarbones nice and wide. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward dog. Inhale, drop down onto the knees. Collarbones nice and wide. Crown of the head moves up, not too far back to scrunch the neck. And then exhale back, down. Hips towards the heels. So we go again, we inhale and we hollow. Exhale, press into the hands, downward dog. Inhale, drop down onto the knees, release the toes. And exhale, hips to heels, all the way back. So just continue in this way. If you'd like to take it further, you can always raise one leg up when you come into downward dog. Or you can just work with your downward dog. So there's always a choice. Sometimes we're happy to work a little bit more in a different way. Sometimes we're being gentle. This time when you come all the way down, pause there. Take the weight off the hands. Breathe into the back body. And from here, come into a squat. Bring the hands towards you. Send the knees nice and wide. Come up onto the balls of the feet into your squat. And the gaze is forward. And have the elbows just gently inside the knees so that there's a little bit of resistance from the legs. And then turn to gaze over one shoulder, so we work into the neck. And then center. And then turn to gaze over the opposite shoulder. And then back into the center. And then bring the chin in towards the chest to open up the back of the neck. And then slowly drop the heels down to come up to stand. So stand in Tadasana with the feet slightly separate. Open the mouth nice and wide to release the jaw. And then when you've done that, inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Really squeeze them together. Breathe out through the mouth. Twice more in this way. Inhale. Final time. Inhale. Interlace the fingers at the bottom of the back. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine as you raise the arms. And exhale to lower. Twice more in this way. Inhale, shoulder blades in towards the spine. And lower. So lift and open the chest. Inhale. And lower. Good. Separate the feet, side bend. Raise the arms up. Hold the right wrist with the left hand. Gently encourage that right arm across the body to the left side. And then center. And then the other way. Once more. In this way, keep rooting down through the feet. And then when you come back to the center, have the feet sort of sitting bone distance apart and raise the arms up with the hands very, very relaxed. So we inhale, and as we exhale, the knees come forward. We just come down into a kind of squat here. We drop the buttocks down, and then we give to the feet to come back up. Exhale down. And inhale up. Final time, exhale down. And inhale up. Release the hands. Zip the feet together now for chair posture. So we inhale, bring the arms up beside the ears. Exhale, the knees forward. Drop the sitting bone down. Utkatasana. Inhale, give to the feet, come up. Release the arms. Go again, inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. This time we're going to repeat that, but come into a forward bend. So we inhale up. Reach into the fingers. Exhale, knees forward. Forward bend. Give to the feet. Inhale up. Straighten the legs. Release the hands. Once more in this way. Inhale up. Exhale. All the way down. Keep the hands to come up. Release the hands. Bring the hands to the heart. Come forward on your mats. Pause here. Close the eyes down. Take breath into the belly. Relax the shoulders. Just notice the breath. Feet a little bit separate for this, so we can really use the ground. So I'll stand in vinyasa. We'll do it nice and slowly, do it together. When the inhalation arrives, we raise the arms up. Emptying out. Empty out the mind. Empty out from the body. Let go of the head. Inhale halfway, collarbones wide, out through the mouth when you're ready. Inhale, arms bring you all the way up, palms together, looking up to the hands, and then return to the heart. With your breath. Give to the feet, arms bring you up. And this time when you bring the hands to the heart, just pause there and drop the head towards the hands, pressing the hands together to open up that space at the back of the heart. Breath in the belly. And then into our vinyasa, starting with the left leg. So just as we've done before, inhale, exhale. Slowly take the left leg back. Looking forward, drop the buttocks, lift the chest. Plant the left hand inside the right foot. Inhale, right arm comes up, and just pause there. Keep rooting down through that left hand. Yeah. The more length we get through the left hand, the more opening we get through the right side of the body. And then lower that right hand down, looking forward. And then bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Don't lose the forward bend, inhale up. And hands return to the heart. So feel the energy beginning to build in the body now, heat beginning to build. Right side. Looking forward. Right palm down, inside the left foot, raise the left arm up, gaze up to the left hand, breathing out to open through the left side, and then lower that left hand down, the gaze is forward, a little bit of motion through the body, back leg floats up, step the feet forward, bend, inhale up all the way up, and bring the hands back to the heart. Pause here. This time when we take the left leg back, we're coming up into warrior one, so we'll do it nice and slowly. So from the ground upwards, deep inhale, exhale, empty now. Inhale halfway. When we take the left leg back, we turn it out 45 degrees, come up 50-50 through the feet. Inhale, arms bring you up. Warrior one. Turn the back foot to face the front, lift the back heel up. Exhale down, and inhale up. Exhale down, and up. One more time, exhale down. And inhale up. Flat back foot. Bring the hands to the heart and bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Pause. Breath returns to the belly. Other side, right side, inhale. Exhale. Collarbones wide, out through the mouth. Right leg back. Turn the foot out, flat feet. Inhale 50-50 through the feet, come up. Warrior one. Breath in the belly. Lift the back heel. The back toes face the front. Inhale, exhale down, lower and up. Exhale and up. Final time, exhale and up. Good. And then from here into warrior two. So the right arm comes down, plant the back foot down into warrior two. So you're looking towards the front hand and the front knees bent. So warrior two, creating strength. So that strength of renewal. If you're working more strong, you would interlace the fingers, look towards the back foot. So again, we return to that circular arm. And then release the hands, square the feet. Pause here. Warrior Two. Opposite side, inhale up. So creating strength and stand the strong back leg. So again, open up the back knee, soft, empty gaze. You can either remain here, or if you're taking it further, interlace the fingers, lift and open the chest, look towards the back foot. And then from here, release the hands, square the feet, take the hands onto the back of the hips, and just gently slide the hands down the backs of the legs into that forward bend. Hey. Ooh, let go of the arms, toes facing forward. Hey. Okay. And then swivel round to the front foot. Toes face the front of the mat, flat stretch. And then from here into downward dog. Just hang out in your downward dog. Out breath, navel draws back towards the spine. And then from here into plank. Weave the lower belly in and up so that the lower ribs come in towards the back body. Heels moving away, strong arms, gaze downwards. And then from here, soften the elbows, come onto the front of the body, release the feet, turn the head to one side and take some breaths. Resting breaths. So we're going to start with the back body, just with the lower back body to begin with. So with this in mind, we bring the chin onto the mat and we take the hands into fists with thumbs on the outside, keeping the arms nice and long. Take them underneath the groin area. And if the neck doesn't like it, you can always use the forehead. But as you breathe in, if the feet are zipped together, this is stronger, so you can always have the feet apart. Inhale, just allow the legs to float up with the help of the hands, and exhale lower. So we inhale up, engage the buttocks, and lower. Twice more in this way, inhale up, and lower. Final time, inhale up, and lower. Release the hands, turn the head in the opposite direction to the way that it was before. Take some resting breaths. And then if you're happy to work with full Shalabhasana, bring the chin onto the mat, have the arms down beside you, and as you breathe in, take the breath into the belly and allow the legs and the arms and the head and the chest to float up. So we inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Twice more in this way. Inhale and get the whole of the back body. Final time. And then release Turn the head. Big toes come together. Allow the heels to flop out to the sides. And breathe into the back of the body. And take some breaths. So again, feel that vital force, that energy moving around the body now. And then come into child pose. So bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Give to the hands. Inhale up. And then slowly come up to sit. So, have everything you need for your relaxation, your socks, blankets, iPads. Sometimes people put a sock over their eyes. A little bit of weight over the eyes can be helpful. And we're going to start with just a very gentle Kapalabhati. If you're familiar with Kapalabhati and you have your own practice, then you might choose to do your own practice. But this is where Kapalabhati is a renewal, a cleansing breath. And we inhale through the nostrils, and there's a brisk exhale back out through the nostrils. So spine's nice and upright. We inhale, and then it's a and we have the movement of the diaphragm. And then a deep inhale, chin to chest, Mula Bandha. Lock the breath in to counter that outward motion. And then release. And if it feels okay, again, maybe 20 rounds of Kapalabhati. Inhale, exhale, brisk. And then deep inhale. Chin to chest. Hold the breath in. And let release. Pause. Alternate nostril breath. Bring the right hand up. Close the right nostril with the thumb, middle finger, index finger at the brow. Inhale up through the left. To the brow center, close. Exhale out through the right. Inhale up through the right. And exhale out through the left. As you continue to work in this way, maybe include the Ujjayi control of the throat, the ocean breath. gentle inward gaze. The right nostril fires up the left hemisphere of the brain, and the breath through the left nostril fires up the right hemisphere of the brain. Creating balance, soothing the nervous system. And these long out breaths create this sense of grounding, centering. Let's take one more round in this way. When you've completed your round, release your hand. And then slowly lie down. So again, just drop into the back body. There's a sense of surrender in the body. Feel that the earth comes up to support you. And begin to rest effortlessly. And just be curious of any areas that resist that rest. So the in-breath, with its quality of renewal, and the out-breath, with its quality of release. So as you breathe out, relax and release the feet. Allow them to flop out to the sides. Relax and release the legs. And the hips. And the breath smoothly moves in and out of the belly. The belly is released. As you breathe out, relax and release the hands, fingers, and thumbs. Relax and release the arms, shoulders, and the throat. And with each out breath, there's that opportunity to release a little deeper. Relax and release the jaw. The tongue. And around the eyes. So the whole of the body now, physically relaxed and released as you rest. And slowly starting to breathe a little bit more deeper. And beginning to reawaken the physical body. Maybe wriggling fingers and toes. And in your own time, very gently roll over onto one side, take some breaths on one side. And then come up to sit. Okay, namaste.